I'm in kind of a rush, so I'm gonna button my shirt first. Should have done this sooner. It looks good. Now I'm nervous. Hi, my name is Milan, and if this is your first time watching a video like this, I want to tell you straight away, that whatever you hear in this video, I expect you to examine it on your own and to question it, to accept nothing that I said as it is, but to enter yourself into this world and discover for yourself what truth is. So let's go straight into it. What are you doing with your life? What is your life about? Have you ever asked these fundamental, deep questions about how did you get to where you are right now? Have you stopped to take a deep breath, look around and see, is this where I want to be? Is this where how did I get here? Have you asked anything pretty much about your life? Or are you stuck and living so fast-paced that there is no time to ask these questions anymore? There is no time at all to sum up your own experience. Especially if you're doing a 9-to-5 job. If you're in a constant grind, and if you're working for only money and justifying that through saying, for example, I work for money so that I can live my dream life. Is that true? Are you actually killing yourself so that you can tell yourself that you're living your best life? Or are you really fulfilled? Are you, as I like to tell people, are you ready to die in this very moment? Because that is how understanding life would manifest itself. If you live the life that you want to live, and if you're content with yourself, then any and every moment is okay to die. You're just ready for death. And this is not a morbid idea. This is not an idea that should promote death in any way or bring it to life. But simply think about this. Because most of us think about life in terms of what we need to do. Create the dream life, live the dream life, house, family, settle down. Nothing wrong with that. But if the field where that comes from is occupied all the time by thought and same thoughts, repeated thoughts, then our desires come from that exact field. So we basically want the same things all the time. So do we actually change? Is there an incremental change within us? Or are we simply getting older, wishing the same things, and then when we get them, which we will eventually, what then? Are we gonna in the same way, anxiously and disruptedly, desire something else? Are we going to, the moment we get that thing, let's say, fast car, family, are we going to say, well, I got it now, and now I want the next thing? Because we need to understand what our lives are about through understanding what desire is. Because we look at something that we want, and then we create a story and the mechanism of how to get it. Because as humans, we are perfectly adaptable animals and machines that can get what they want. But if what we want comes from I wouldn't say bad place, but from a place that is not fully, imagine it like as a shattered mirror. You can never see yourself in a reflection that is a shattered mirror. You can only see yourself clearly when the mirror is full and complete. So how is your life? Do you have everything together? Do you have everything figured out? Do you have the friends that you want to have? Are you the person that you want to be, that you truly are? Are you telling the truth? Are you honest in what you do, in what you say. Because all these things affect the outcome, the external of our life and our world and who we are. Me sitting here and talking to you, to this camera, is the most authentic expression that I can muster up and come up with right now. And we don't know the outcome of what we say and do. We don't know if I don't know if this is going to maybe change someone's life, hurt someone, not change someone's life, do anything. We don't know the outcome and the impact that we have on the world. But we assume that it's very little and that we need to work so much for it. And life passes us by. It just goes so fast. I'm 30 years old and so much of my life was spent in thinking and planning and wanting and desiring and craving. And I got all those things, but it never ends. It never ends in a way that is not really inspiring. That is my main point. It is okay to have growing desires and to build oneself through life and to get the tools for oneself to get what he wants to do. But at the same time, if we forget our essence, our core, and if we lose ourselves in that process, which we will inevitably, if we lose ourselves in that bad way, then we will have built nothing, because our effort is so scattered instead of being focused that will leave us empty-handed in the end. We will have created something, but it will have very little meaning and purpose. We like to create purpose. Of course, we like to say to something, I want to do it with meaning. I want to do it with purpose. But just do what you love. Just do what you love. We live in a capitalist world, capitalist societies that are built around income, money, revenue, businesses. So we're slowly losing sight of what is meaningful and what is real. Because we work for an outcome, for achieving something. But finding a vocation, finding something that is truly, deeply meaningful for you, changes everything. If you do something you love, if you can turn that into something that you can profit from, you won in life. You've won the game. So how do you figure out what is it that you love doing? If you weren't paid, if money was not the end result of work, what would you do? What is it? What would be the sole or several activities that would fill you with so much love and energy, and after which you would feel that you can take the entire world on? Do it. Do it no matter what anyone else has to say. Do it lovingly. Do it with an open heart. It took me 30 years to understand this. And I'm still learning. And that is exactly the point of this message as well. The moment we say, I know, that moment goes by. And if we have no desire to learn, to keep learning, to keep improving, we'll stay exactly where we are. Do what you love. You will become good at it. Because what you love, you are good at by default. Not in terms of competition. No. Competition is one of the worst things we have done to each other in the corporate world and in society as a whole. It's done wrong. What you love doing, you'll be the best at. And what I mean by that is there will be no one like you. And if that is not a life worth pursuing and living, ask yourself what is. What else are you going to do? Are you going to stay at that same job? Work, go home, feel same emotions, tell yourself the same story, another day at work, just same thing again. Or you're going to change something. And you can do that now. You can do that in this moment. You don't have to act as in change something dramatically. Change is instant. Just have that awareness. Awareness that you can create the life that you want in this moment. Just closing one chapter, opening another. It sounds terrifying, unreal, but it's true. And if you have difficulty believing it's true, it's because you haven't tried. I can't tell you how to do it. No one can tell you how to do it. Yet it can be done. You can change your life upside down. Right now. How? Have you ever asked that yourself? Go ahead. Ask yourself, how? But you really ask that question. Ask that question of yourself. How? How can I change my life for the better? How can I be a better father, better husband, better friend, better lover, better man? And the answer will be so obvious. And you'll see a beautiful thing happening just by you asking that question. So go ahead. Ask. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share, subscribe. Come back. And do what you love. Bye.